A shocking revelation has sent shockwaves through the global music scene. A leaked recording of an unreleased duet between Blackpink's Jisoo and ZAYN MALIK has surfaced online, igniting a storm of speculation and intrigue across social media platforms. The 27-second clip, featuring the two artists' hauntingly perfect harmonies, feels too authentic to be a fan-made edit, and what makes it even more compelling are the lyrics that have never been officially released. One line in particular has captivated fans. "She wore my silence like perfume, and I heard her heartbeat in the static." The poetic verse immediately raised suspicions. Longtime ZAYN fans recalled a 2022 radio interview in which he mentioned an Asian artist who loves calm, mysterious scents. Coincidentally, Jisoo is known for her affinity for the same fragrance family. To many, the resemblance felt too deliberate to ignore. Moments after the leak spread, fanbases across TikTok and X, formerly Twitter, began connecting the dots. Some recalled a now iconic Instagram post from Jisoo last year captioned simply, "Unfinished Symphony." That same word, unfinished, appeared again in the leaked ZAYN lyric, "If we ever sing again, don't call it love, call it unfinished." This overlap fueled theories that the track was part of a confidential collaboration project that never saw the light of day. Industry insiders claimed the recording took place in a London studio where ZAYN had been quietly working on a global concept album. One sound engineer anonymously described the session, saying, "They sang it once, no retakes. It felt like they already knew what the other was feeling." Adding to the mystery, tech-savvy fans analyzed the leaked audio's metadata and discovered a faint low-frequency Morse code pattern. When decoded, it spelled out the word "still here." Many are convinced this was a personal message from ZAYN to Jisoo. Neither RCA Records nor YG Entertainment has issued any statement. Their silence has only fueled speculation further, with major outlets now reporting the story worldwide. The South Korean music analyst commented, "This composition doesn't sound like ZAYN's typical work. The emotional progression and lyrical structure are deeply personal, almost like a confession disguised as a song." The intrigue deepened when Jisoo's latest Instagram story featured an overcast London sky with the caption, "Silence has its own melody." Fans immediately interpreted this as her subtle response to the viral leak. Not long after, paparazzi photos of Jisoo leaving a Los Angeles recording studio surfaced online. She appeared low-key, wearing an oversized black jacket and carrying a bag with a small Z-shaped keychain, identical to the vintage logo from ZAYN's Mind of Mine era. Whether coincidence or quiet acknowledgement, the internet took notice. Rumors quickly spread that the duet was originally intended for a visual album titled Two Shadows, One Song. The project was reportedly shelved by both labels after being deemed too personal. A leaked internal document suggested that a 6-minute short film had already been completed. The final scene allegedly featured Jisoo opening a studio door and finding a handwritten note on the table that read, "It's still you, even in silence." The handwriting, insiders claim, belonged to ZAYN. Following the leak, the hashtag #JisooZayn project trended in over 18 countries. Some fans romanticized it as an artistic love story, while others argued it was a strategic marketing ploy for a future collaboration. Still, the deeper one digs, the more the puzzle pieces seem to fit. Neither ZAYN nor Jisoo has commented publicly. Their continued silence has only intensified the fascination and left room for countless theories. Some believe the leak was intentional, a subtle act of communication between the two artists. Others view it as an unfinished work of art, accidentally exposed to the world. But one haunting moment from the clip refuses to fade from listeners' minds. ZAYN's soft, almost whispered line, "If this door ever opens again, I hope it's you who walks in." Fans now believe the door refers to the studio itself, the private space that may have witnessed more than just a musical collaboration. As the debate rages online, questions linger. Was this truly a lost song, or a coded message wrapped in melody? Did ZAYN intentionally leave breadcrumbs for Jisoo and the world to find? For now, all that remains is speculation, silence, and a shared obsession with what might lie behind the studio door. And as one viral comment on X perfectly summed it up, behind the studio door, there's more than music, there's a secret that never wanted to be heard. Whether that door will open again, or stay locked forever, only time, and perhaps another song, will tell. In the days following the leak, the world of music seemed to hold its breath. Fans dissected every frame of old interviews, every behind-the-scenes photo, and every lyric that could connect Jisoo and ZAYN. The deeper people dug, the stranger the coincidences became. A fan account on Reddit uploaded an enhanced version of the leaked track using studio-grade software. What they found sent the fandom into another frenzy. In the background, buried under the instrumental, there was a faint echo, almost like a second vocal take. Slowed down, it sounded eerily like Jisoo whispering, "Found you again." The post gathered hundreds of thousands of views before being mysteriously deleted less than an hour later. Around the same time, ZAYN's official YouTube channel quietly updated one of its playlists. The title was changed from "Late Night Demos" to "Unfinished Things." Fans flooded the comments section, asking if it was a coincidence or a confirmation. The playlist disappeared 24 hours later. Meanwhile, Korean entertainment reporters began noticing strange activity around YG's private recording studios. A blacked-out SUV was seen arriving late at night for several days in a row. Staff refused to comment, but a witness claimed they saw Jisoo entering with a small team of producers. No one knows if she was there for her own project, or to work on something tied to the leaked song. Across the ocean, ZAYN was spotted in New York, wearing a hoodie printed with the word "Echoes." Fans immediately connected it to a lyric from the rumored duet, "We spoke in echoes where silence used to be." Entertainment analysts began to weigh in. British music journalist Alicia Trent told Variety UK, "This situation is too orchestrated to be a simple leak. The precision, the timing, it all feels like controlled chaos. If this is a marketing campaign, it's brilliant. If it's real, it's even better." But the story took a darker turn when a file labeled studio_door_final_v3.wave appeared briefly on an underground music forum. The file, reportedly 3 minutes and 41 seconds long, was removed within minutes, but screenshots of the waveform spread fast. According to those who claim to have heard it, the track ends with an overlapping fade-out where both ZAYN and Jisoo softly hum the same melody, and then, in the final 3 seconds, a whisper, "Still here." That phrase, "still here," became the heartbeat of the story. Fans began tagging it in every post, every edit, every theory. Street artists in Seoul and London painted murals with those words beside outlines of a studio microphone. The internet had turned a supposed leak into a myth, a digital ghost story set to music. Then, an unexpected clue appeared. A well-known session guitarist posted a cryptic tweet that read, "We record truths we'll never release." Within hours, fans identified him as one of the credited musicians who had worked with both ZAYN and producer ANEMASEO, the same producer rumored to have mixed the leaked track. The tweet vanished soon after, but screenshots ensured it lived on forever. Despite the chaos, both artists maintained an almost poetic silence. Jisoo continued promoting her skincare line, posting serene photos of sunsets and cherry blossoms. ZAYN uploaded a short black and white video of him sketching something, a door. Just a door. With a caption, "You never know what's behind it." That one post reignited everything. Thousands of comments flooded in within minutes. Fans begged him to clarify. Some pleaded for an official release, others speculated the drawing symbolized closure. But ZAYN never responded. Then came the breaking point. At a recent fashion event in Paris, a reporter dared to ask Jisoo directly about the rumor. Her response was short, but telling. She smiled briefly, looked down, and said softly, "Some music isn't meant for everyone to hear." Then she walked away. The clip went viral instantly. Analysts called it her most revealing non-answer yet. Music insiders whispered that YG and RCA had reopened discussions about a potential joint release, perhaps as a limited lost tape drop for charity, but nothing was confirmed. And just when things seemed to quiet down, fans noticed that both Jisoo and ZAYN followed the same obscure art account on Instagram at door.no3. The account, with no profile photo and only one post, featured a blurred image of a recording booth door with a faint caption, "Opening soon." Within 12 hours, the account gained over 1 million followers before suddenly going private. Now, speculation has reached fever pitch. Some believe behind the studio door was never an accident, but a prelude, an elaborate breadcrumb trail leading to an upcoming release. Others remain convinced it's a personal message between two artists who shared something beyond the microphone. Music critics have begun calling it the most emotional mystery in modern pop history. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain: this story has transcended fandoms, borders, and language. It's no longer just about Jisoo or Zayn, it's about the enduring power of music to connect people through silence, secrecy, and longing. And as one fan wrote under Zayn's latest post, maybe some songs are never finished because the story still isn't. The world is still waiting, listening closely, wondering if one day, the studio door will open again. Days have passed, yet the echo of behind the studio door refuses to fade. The story has evolved from rumor to phenomenon. Global news outlets now treat the leak like a cultural event, a mystery that blurs the line between art and emotion. Analysts compare it to the early days of Lemonade or Eternal Sunshine, but with a deeper intimacy, something that feels unscripted. Streaming data shows an unusual spike. Millions of searches for Jisoo Zayn leak and Unfinished Symphony flood YouTube, TikTok, and Spotify. Fan edits mix the leaked 27 seconds with piano instrumentals, imagining what the full track could sound like. Some versions climb trending charts overnight amid the noise. One subtle update shakes everything again. Spotify's algorithm quietly adds a playlist titled "Doors We Never Opened." The curator? Anonymous. But the cover photo, a dimly lit studio hallway, perfectly matches the one seen in Jisoo's earlier behind-the-scenes vlog from London. Fans freeze frames, analyze reflections, and swear they can see Zayn's silhouette in the glass panel. Then, out of nowhere, a tweet appears from Zayn's official account. No caption. Just a single emoji, headphone, and an attached image of an old microphone with the words "Track 01, Unfinished." Within seconds, the post racks up millions of likes before being deleted without explanation. Screenshots go viral instantly. Meanwhile in Seoul, reporters spot Jisoo entering YG's headquarters late at night. She doesn't respond to questions, only waves politely before disappearing inside. Hours later, YG's official Twitter posts a cryptic message: "Some doors open when the world goes quiet." By morning, the internet explodes. Hashtags like #unfinished and #studio-door-return dominate global trends. Speculation runs wild. Some predict a surprise drop at midnight Friday, others think it's an art film or a single tied to a larger project. Whether intentional or not, the story has already achieved something few collaborations ever do. It has created anticipation that feels alive. Fans across continents, from London to Seoul, Jakarta to Los Angeles, are united by curiosity, emotion, and the hope of hearing the full song that started it all. No one knows if it will ever be released. But for millions, the silence itself has become part of the music.